Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, to OnPoint Technologies PCM and MacMall webinars Wednesday. We are thrilled to have you with us for Microsoft Surface Hub webinar, Unlock the Power of the Group. To present on this topic, we have got Justin Newland, who is VP Commercial Sales, and with him we have got Amin Fakhri, who is Microsoft Surface Hub Business Development Manager. Before leading into our main presentation, I have got a few housekeeping items. Please remember to enter your question in the question box on your right-hand side, and I'll relay those over to our main speaker at the end of the presentation today. We also send out a survey, which will be emailed to you in your inboxes. Please fill it out and let us know how we did, as well as topics you'd like to see covered in the future. We are also recording this webinar, and this webinar will be up in 1 week's time. You can view all the recordings webinar on www.onpoint.com/webinars and also on pcm.com/webinars. And with that, I'm happy to hand it off to Amin Fakhri and Justin Newland for their presentation.
The device is called Surface Hub. This new device was introduced to the market about 2 years ago, and it's a collaboration device. It's an all-in-one device, and by that I mean it's a device that has the best class hardware, the best class collaboration software, and includes application as well. So let's talk about the hardware a little bit before we get to the software. So we mentioned this device is an all-in-one. The device comes with built-in speakers, built-in cameras, best-in-class pens. It's a 120 hertz pen that allows you to walk into the device, grab the pen, start your meeting. And all these hardware are connected together via Windows 10 Team Edition. The Windows 10 Team Edition was designed for collaboration for meeting spaces. So it's the best-in-class operating system for that specific usage. So Surface Hub comes in 2 different sizes. We have the 55-inch and the 84-inch device available here at PCM. There are only 2 sizes. The main difference between the 55 and the 84, so the 55 has an i5 processor. You have a 1080p screen, and obviously the size is 55-inch, versus the 84-inch, you actually have an 84-inch screen, 4K screen, with an actual graphics card. The actual graphics card allows you to project high-resolution pictures, and you are able to project 4K resolution. Also, the 84-inch screen comes with an i7 processor. Remember, all these devices are built-in. They have built-in computers in them. The 55-inch will give you an i5 processor versus the 84-inch you have an i7 processor. Both devices, they come with an operating system, Windows 10 Team Edition, and you're able to download any application that they're available in the Windows store that they're designed for Windows 10 Team. So when it comes to Surface Hub, since the device is a little heavy, you will need to have the specific design accessories. These accessories are included in a wall mount, a floor stand, or a rolling stand. The most popular items that we've seen within our clients are the rolling stand, because it makes the device mobile. It will also allow you to do the cable management. For the 84-inch, we really don't recommend the wall mount. The device is about 200 pounds, 210 pounds to be, 280 pounds to be exact, and so you will need special wall to be able to support that kind of weight. The Surface Hub allows you to share content remotely. Basically, anyone in the meeting space, whether they're remote, they're in local, or they're on the go, they are able to share content through Windows 10 or Windows 10 Team. Basically, anyone could come into the meeting and take the presenter mode and share the content. The other person on the other side with the Surface Hub will be able to change. Also, the local presenters or the attendees will be able to change or share content through Inkback option that comes with the Surface Hub built-in, or Miracast, which is an option with Surface Hub or any other Windows devices, whether it's Windows 8 or Windows 10. Miracast allows you to share content through a wireless card and wireless card to wireless card. So you will be able to connect to your Surface Hub Any changes you make to the presentation or to your writing, you'll be able to see it through your Surface devices, through your Windows devices, or your Surface Hub. Also, Surface Hub comes with multiple connections. HDMI connections are available for Surface Hub, whether it's input or output, so you can share projectors, or you can connect HDMI devices through your ports. You have both wireless cards for your wireless connection and RJ45 for your internet connection. You have VGA connection on the device. You have USB 2 and 3. And another important option here, you are not limited to the Windows 10 Team Edition when it comes to Surface Hub. You have the option to turn off the internal PC and connect through the display port and the USB port, connect an external device based on your organization needs or based on your client's needs. Surface Hub also supports Apple devices. There's a service that you can purchase, or you can connect your Apple TV through your HDMI cable, whichever is easier for you or your client, and you can share your information through your Apple devices as well. There are some services available with Surface Hub as well that we offer as a PCM solution services, such as installation, adoption training, online adoption training. And for all those services, for all those information, please reach out to our PCM Surface Hub, and we'll be able to provide you more information for the installation, configuration, and how to get your Surface Hub after the purchase to make sure your Surface Hub is fully functional and is fully supported. Here I have Justin. Justin is one of our partners when it comes to the Surface Hub accessories. On one of the slides I mentioned Surface Hub. It requires some accessories, whether it's a rolling stand or a wall mount or a floor stand. And we have the Microsoft brand available, but even Microsoft, if you look at the videos and the demonstration of the Surface Hub, and I'm sure some of you guys have looked at it already, they mentioned Salamander, the brand, and they're using actually the Salamander devices and their rolling stand and their floor stand under Microsoft. Even here at the headquarters, we're using some of the Salamander accessories, some of the Salamander rolling stand and wall mount that we've been using around our Surface Hub. So with no further ado, I have Justin here.
Thanks so much for the introduction, Amin. I really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do here quickly, everybody, is I'm just going to jump in and show you a quick video that will give you a brief introduction of Salamander Designs and the company. We are a domestic manufacturer, as Amin mentioned, of accessories and peripheral devices for Microsoft Surface Hub. So we have a suite of mobile stands as well as wall mounts and ADA compliant wall mount cabinets that I will show you briefly here in this short video, and then we can go into a little bit more detail.
Salamander crafts technology furniture shaped by your business and workplace needs. Our solutions provide a new level of workplace flexibility, connecting tech functionality with design aesthetic. We help create adaptable, collaborative, enduring workspaces that are built to last.
We build furniture that shapes today's office and tomorrow's. We support AV and IT technology with customized furniture, fusing functionality with high design. Our cabinet systems house all electronics, including integrated support for video and audio systems, and more. Collaborative teams working with accessible technology promotes creative solutions and maximizes productivity. Virtually limitless configurations and an extensive range of accessories allow you to create project-specific, tech-enabled cabinets for your working environment. Turnkey enterprise solutions allow quick and efficient installation. Engineered to perform, accessible, comfortable, and ergonomic user interaction enhances workplace experience. Our interactive furniture stands are completely mobile and accommodate evolving technology platforms. Let Salamander deliver solutions created by your needs.
So what you got an opportunity to see there was a suite of Salamander products that gives you a broad range of solutions in various workspaces. So one of the benefits of Salamander Designs is our mobile stands, which we just viewed in a little bit of detail. But what I'd like to talk about is a point that Amin mentioned at the beginning of the presentation about wall supports related to the 84-inch Surface Hub. Now, something that Salamander Designs has pioneered, which is unavailable from any other competitor, is a solution that allows you to mount this 280-pound Microsoft Surface Hub without any existing wall infrastructure. So this cabinet you can see here is mounted, or this Surface Hub you can see here is mounted to a Salamander Designs cabinet. But the way that it's supported is by an internal infrastructure that we use to create all of our systems-based furniture. And what I'm going to do here is show you another quick, short clip that will give you an idea of the frame structure of the cabinet systems we use to support Surface Hub, so you can see the enduring workspace that we were able to create. All of our furniture systems are built on an extruded aluminum chassis, which allows for unlimited flexibility on the internal and external design. This allows modularity, so you can mount a 55-inch Surface Hub or an 84-inch Surface Hub in various configurations and various design aesthetics in order to meet your needs or your customers' needs. We also built in panel mounts, as I mentioned before, so that you can support your panels without having an existing infrastructure. This really helps customers and clients to contain costs when deploying or trying to standardize the deployment of Microsoft Surface Hub. So the Surface Hub is a very heavy device. In addition, it also requires some technical infrastructure. So if you have any sort of technical infrastructure related to your hub, you can mount it inside of the cabinet system rather than mounting it to a wall or running low voltage cable to an existing server room in order to power your device. We can also offer any of these systems in our standard stock finishes without any sort of customization on the part of the customer or the AV integrator or on the side of PCM, where you're ultimately going to purchase this through. Another great piece here is that you can repurpose the furniture. So the exterior structure is non-structural. So the exterior can be changed without impacting any of the internal structure of the cabinet itself. So what I'll do here is I'll go back and show you some images of some various solutions that we've come up with for some clients. So this here you've seen, and you can see the design aesthetic related to it. And what this does, again, is help contain costs. So this customer wanted to deploy into 60 rooms, but they didn't want to have to remediate the rooms in the various countries. So they used our solution. You can also see here that with the Salamander Designs credenza, there's no reach in order to get to the Surface Hub. So that's only a 12-inch deep cabinet. Your hub's mounted about 8 inches out, so you've only got about a 4-inch reach. This is how you are going to receive your wall mount cabinet. It comes factory assembled from Hartford, Connecticut, and is delivered to you in this exact way. So installation time is around 4 hours with 0 downtime in your room in order to deploy your Surface Hubs, which typically you've got a room that's down for 3 or 4 days. You've got a team that's coming in there to reinforce the wall. With this solution, it eliminates the need to do that. And ultimately, our goal at Salamander Designs is to help you engage and grow your collaboration internally. By using the support teams and the trainings through PCM, you'll be able to do that and utilize the collaboration space in more areas than you would maybe with some other technology. Our mobile stands, as you see here, are differentiated very slightly from the Microsoft systems in that they're ADA compliant, so it allows you to wheel a chair up and interact with this device. They're also adjustable height, so there's an electric lift inside of this mobile stand that has 26 inches of travel. So you can put this down in a low orientation or a tall orientation for ergonomics. You can see here that people are seated at a high top table in this orientation. In this orientation huddle space, they're sitting at a lower table. In this situation, this is a conference room that didn't have a place to mount a panel. They didn't want to remediate this room, so they just put their 84-inch hub in this room on a mobile stand. We can also do some customization on the cabinet. You can see on the left-hand side that there's a cable port that's been cut into the side of the cabinet system here. We can do all sorts of customizations and create project-specific SKUs for your organization to create standardized deployments. So if you need ports cut in, or if you need various colors for various locations, we can create project-specific SKUs for easy ordering and set these up with PCM so you guys can order these very easily. And again, drop ship from Hartford, Connecticut to your facility. Turnaround time on a cabinet is typically about 10 business days delivered to your location, and turnaround time in a mobile stand is typically 2 days. Show you a couple more pictures here. Some more solutions that are offered by Salamander Designs. We have a lot of custom solutions. That'll take it. That's a wrap.
Thank you so much, Amin and Justin, for a great presentation. I have got a few questions lined up in the question box. The first question is from David Thomas, and he's asking, can you have the wireless card for Bluetooth removed? I think it's for me.
Yes, you can have that disabled. It's a setting basically. You go to your setting and then you disable any options that you want with the Surface Hub. So you can turn off the wireless card. But physically you cannot remove it. So it's not like a desktop that you will be able to remove your wireless card. The wireless card is a built-in onboard option on the motherboard. So you will be able to turn it off. The same thing with the Bluetooth.
Thank you. He's also asking, I have a government customer who would need this removed in order to purchase these hubs.
Yeah, I think that the customer would be in the government section. I don't believe we can remove it physically. We had that request before. I can reach out to Microsoft again to see if that's something that they could do. I believe that's for the security reason. The answer as of today is no, but we had some requests. Once again, I will reach out to Microsoft to find out if that's a possibility. And we're working with Microsoft to see if we can make some changes, but I have not heard anything.
Thank you. And another question is, has any DoD or federal government customer accepted that as an option to put on their network?
Yeah, we have some clients with the government that they purchased it, but once again, when it comes to the wireless and the security, that's a concern. A lot of our clients, they wanted to remove the wireless card, if I'm understanding the question properly. So you have the option to turn off the wireless card, and we had some clients, U.S. Army and U.S. Marine, requested some information about the Surface Hub. Those were the customers that we work with. In regards to Surface Hub, we also recently worked with the White House for the medical part of the White House that they required about the Surface Hub.
Thank you. And the last part of his question is, can you lay these completely flat?
Yeah, you can actually. There are designed third-party mounts and stands available. Justin will be able to elaborate too. I'm not sure if they provide that kind of solution. The Surface Hub wasn't designed for that. However, you are able to do that. It doesn't do anything to the device, and the device is fully functional once you do that.
So Salamander Designs has a stand that will move into the full tabletop position as well as offer you an adjustment in your height. So we have a device here in our office. We have a 55 hub mounted to it, and we use it in a tilted and tabletop orientation to create adjustable height tabletop collaboration sessions. So yes.
Thank you. Next question is from Shad Harkat. And the question is, as far as 4K in-screen and camera, are there plans to incorporate in the 55-inch version?
Sure. So that's a great question. So the 55 version offers a 1080p resolution. However, you can install any other cameras, any external cameras, to deliver the 4K for the viewers on the other side. The screen doesn't support 4K, but you can purchase Logitech or any other brand external cameras that they support that. The cameras that come with the Surface Hub, they're 1080p. But it's a very easy solution. Plug and play with Skype for Business. We use it here for virtual demo when we do a virtual demo. We have multiple Logitech cameras that they deliver the 4K technology. Very, very simple. Simplicity when it comes to the Surface Hub, it's the main factor. It's a very simple device to use.
Thank you. Another question from Shad is, what are the restrictions on saving files and whiteboard sessions?
So with the Surface Hub, when it comes to Windows 10 Team Edition, you really cannot save any information to the device. Once your meeting starts, you have access to all the applications, including PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or any other application that you downloaded. Also the whiteboard. Once the meeting is done and you walk away from the device, you have the option to end your meeting. Once you end your meeting, the information are not saved. They're actually erased. Before you do that, you have the option to email everyone the information, everyone who was in the meeting, which is pretty simple. You just click on the email button, and then everyone's name will pop up, and then you have the option, three ways to email, 3 different formats to email everyone the information. But you are not able to save the information in the Surface Hub. This is for your security reason. Basically, like we talked about, anyone can walk to the device, start the meeting. With the new updates, you have the option to log in with your Windows Live ID to the device, and that's just for your applications that they're online, they're on the cloud. You have the access to your cloud-based applications, such as, let's say you have PowerPoint presentation and everything is on the cloud, all your information, all your presentation are on the cloud. You have the option to log into the device with your live ID and access to all those information. Once again, when you're done with your meeting and you press I'm done, everything will be wiped. Not from the cloud, but from the device.
Thank you. Next question is from Davy Santos. Can you use this device to connect a DVD player?
Yeah, absolutely. You can use, like I said, you have the HDMI port on, and then any DVD player that has the HDMI port, you'll be able to use it. So on the side, on the right corner of the device, you have the input option. You change the input to HDMI, then you can play your DVD, whether you're using the 55-inch screen or the 84-inch screen. Basically, at this point, you're using your Surface Hub as a TV, a very, very expensive TV, but you have the option to do so.
Thank you. How can this be used as a teleconference device?
Within the Skype for Business, that's a great question. So you have the Skype for Business that comes with the device. So the device comes with the Windows 10 Team Edition. Skype for Business is there as well for you. You have other applications that you can download, anything that is available on the App Store for Windows 10 Team. Within Skype for Business, you have the option to do teleconferencing. You have the option to do collaboration, and it's a two-way collaboration. There are some applications that you can do two-way collaboration, such as Stormboard. The application allows you to make any changes two ways, meaning, let's say Amin is in Australia and using the Stormboard, and Justin is in headquarters in Los Angeles, and we're just collaborating and we're talking through Skype for Business. We can see each other. We can see what we're sharing on the screen. Also, we both can change everything at the same time. You have the option to do that with the Whiteboard application with any Surface devices, with Surface Hub to Surface Hub, and everyone else within different devices, they'll be able to see your presentation and your changes. Something that I can elaborate here more, we have the option to do the virtual demo for whoever is interested, any of our clients or any of our AEs who are interested to see the virtual demo. We can set that up for you. Also, we have some Surface Hub in the Chicago office. We have one here in the El Segundo in California, and we have one in Columbus, Ohio. So if any of our attendees here are interested to see the Surface Hub, it's a touch device, so it's the best to get the feeling of it, see it and touch it to see how capable this device is, and to really see the 120 hertz. When it comes to the 120 hertz full cap, it's the same feeling as writing on a whiteboard. It's the same feeling as you would use your phone. It's a very responsive, fluid, fast and fluid device, and it's amazing to see it in person and really write on it and see how capable the device is. So we have those options. We invite you here if you would like to come to the headquarters, or if you're local within any of those offices, or we could do a virtual demo for you to become more familiar with the device.
can we run WebEx?
You could do WebEx. So you have a few options to do WebEx. You can use Americast and use your Surface, because WebEx hasn't developed any app that is compatible with the Surface Hub. So they don't have the actual WebEx app. However, you have a few options here. You can use HDMI to connect a computer. You could do Americast, which is the most simple solution when it comes to wireless connection. You literally don't have to even be in the same network. As long as your device has a wireless card, and it's a Windows device or an Android device, and your Surface Hub wireless card is on, you can project everything to your Surface Hub. It's a two-way, and you can run WebEx that way. You can split your screen, or you can have a full screen. Or you can turn off the internal PC and the internal PC mode and connect the secondary device to run your WebEx app. And you will still have the full functionality as far as the hardware, because everything is plug and play. You have the package online that you can download on your PC to make sure all the drivers are installed, and you can run WebEx that way.
Thank you. Okay, this next question from Fred. Does the cylinder stand void the MS warranty when it runs flat?
When you're running in a flat orientation, as Amin said, Microsoft does not recommend that these devices go into that orientation. We support it because many of our customers want to move the device into that orientation, but I'm not a Microsoft employee. So what Microsoft has told us is do not recommend that they do it, but if you want to sell this to your customers, they have every right in the world to buy it. So if it's a specific Microsoft warranty question about going into a table position, that's going to have to be directed at Microsoft. What I do most of the time for my hub clients is I put a 30-degree or 45-degree stop in the actuator motor of our device so that for the security purposes, the device will not tilt past the 30 or 45-degree angle, and then you avoid any of the heating issues and or deflection issues of the screen that are encountered when you put the device into a table orientation.
Thank you. The next question is from Davy Santos. How do you manage the audio distribution? And the next one, if you have a speaker around the room, how can you bring the audio from the device into the speakers mounted on a ceiling?
Sure. So you have different devices that you can purchase that they have speakers. For example, what we use here, we have a Logitech all-in-one, which is a camera, speakers, and microphone. You could use devices like that. The Surface Hub comes with very sophisticated speakers as well. They were designed for dialogue, so it's very clear, very good quality, and it will cover the entire room. But if you want to add extra speakers, you're able to. The Surface Hub comes with multiple ports that will support that. Auxiliary port would be used in this case, or USBs. What we use here is the USB port for our external speakers if it's needed. And once it's plugged in most cases, speakers are plug and play, so you really don't need to download the driver. If you need to download the driver, you'll be able to do that as well, and you can use it and you can manage it however you want, really. But once again, especially when it comes to the 84-inch or even the 55-inch, these speakers are very sophisticated and they deliver a very good quality.
Okay, thank you. Next question from chat again. Does it allow for easy wireless screen shares from laptops, phones, and iPads? Does it require an app on the device?
So for the phone, for Apple, you're cutting off a little bit, but if I understood the question was for Apple devices only, for iPads and iPhones. You have two options. The easiest option would be to purchase the AirPlay service. We actually recently launched that. Very simple way to do it. It's a $99 service. You just purchase the service, you download it, and then you switch to the mode, and now you can share your screen through your iPhones, your iPads, your MacBook, any Apple devices that you have. Very, very simple. Or if you want, you could do the Apple TV through the HDMI port. I highly recommend the AirPlay service. It's very easy and it's really easy to download. It takes like a minute to download it, and it works perfectly. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to have more options, and it works just as having an Apple TV, you could do the Apple TV and connect it to your HDMI port.
Thank you. What were the current models released, and is there an ETA on the next generation release?
There's no talk for the next generation. Microsoft just recently released a very complete update for the Surface Hub. It was a whole new feature added to what we had before. It was an amazing update. One of the features we talked about, it was recently added, which was, basically you can log into the device with your Windows Live ID to access to your information, like your PowerPoint presentation, any cloud information that you may have. You had that option before. You had to go simply to the app and log in. Now you can actually, before you go to the device, you can log in, and then you have access to everything that you had on the cloud. That was one of the features that was added. But there's no talk about releasing a new device. This is still new. It was just recently announced and introduced to the market. So we're still talking about a very new and sophisticated device.
Thank you. And how would we set up an on-site demo?
So with the on-site demo, when it comes to the on-site demo, it's a little it's tough. It's tough because the devices are really heavy, and the way we ship it, they come in a case and they're even heavier. I think that the 84-inch comes close to like 700-800 pounds with the case that we have. We are able to do the on-site demo, but we would like to have a conversation before. We'd like to do a conference call before, maybe do the virtual demo. There are MTCs available that we can go to, Microsoft Training Center, that they're local, and we can invite you to go there. It's a full day of demoing and demonstrating the Surface Hub so you can become more familiar. We also have the option to do on-site demo, to ship the demo unit for you. It depends on the size of the order, on the opportunity. It depends on the cost of the shipping, and then that's a conversation that we do case to case. So we'll do a call. We'll talk about the options that we have available, and then we come to an agreement to see how we can ship the device to you and how long you need to use it. But we are able to ship it. You can have the device based on the opportunity. You can have the device up to 3 weeks, and to use it in your environment to ensure it's the best option for you. We do have, by the way, we do have the leasing option and the device as a services as well for the clients that they are interested. Once again, these are case by case, so we can have a conference call or a meeting about it, and just explore the options available.
Thank you so much. Okay, so these were the questions we had in the question box. So any of you, if you have any questions still you want them to get answered after the call, please email us at webinars@pcm.com, and I will have them answered from Amin and Justin respectively. So with that, thank you so much, Amin Fakhri and Justin Newland, for a great presentation and catering all the questions.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, everybody.
It was a pleasure